So guys, in your first driving lesson, you'll be asked to set up the car safely. So let's go through how to set the car up safely. So this is a folder us driving instructor have, and we use this as a manual in order to teach you guys. So hey guys, welcome to FM Driving School. You're with me, your fully qualified driving instructor, FM. As I mentioned, we're going to go through what it's going to be like in your first driving lesson. So you're going to save a ton of money by going through this video. Watch it to the end. We're going to go through exactly how to set the car up so it's safe for you to drive in your driving lessons as well as your driving tests. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It's only a button, but it makes a big difference to our channel. So make sure you guys like, share and subscribe. The first thing you'll be taught is known as a cockpit drill, or DSSM, door, seat, steering, seatbelt, mirrors. So you have to make sure all doors are shut. And so a few ways you can tell your doors are not shut. The one obvious one is it'll be open like this. The second one, you're checking the mirrors. And in the mirror you should see the door, the car in line. If you see a crack to the edge, which will show you in the video, then you know the doors are open. The third way you'll know is a light will come on the dashboard. And in some cars, I'll show my car, you can actually, if the doors are open, the car will make a noise. Don't forget, the boot is counted as a door. So sometimes you might see a light coming on the dashboard, but all doors are shut, but maybe the boot door isn't shut. So if you get your own car and you see the light come up about the doors not being shut, it's probably the boot. If all the doors are shut and you've checked every other door. Okay, next is seat. There's three parts to the seat: the base, the back and the head restraint. So the base of the seat, there's a lever between your legs. Keep one of your hands on the steering, and with your feet you can anchor yourself forward or backwards. Alright, so correct position would be, so look, if I press the clutch down and I'm stretching for it, my leg is stretching for it. I'll show you in the camera in a bit. If I move forward a bit, so that's a bit too close, you just want a slight bend on your knee. Let me move it back a little bit more. There you go. So look, if I bring the seat back and I press the clutch, you can see my legs is stretching for it. If I bring it forward a bit, you just want a slight bend on your knee like this, a slight bend. You don't want to be, sorry, let me show you that again. There's no bend, can you see? No bend. Bring it forward. That's a bit too much, that's a bit too close. I'm going to bring it back a tiny bit more. And a slight bend on your knee, a slight bend. Okay. There's another clip to the car. Is this one here. This brings the seat down, okay? The base of the seat, it brings it down. So look. So obviously if you're quite, maybe a big tall guy or girl, you might want a bit lowered so you have a bit more room. And if you're a bit short, you can bring it up. Short like myself, you can bring it up. I'm 6'2", don't worry. Okay, I'm joking. All right, there you go. That brings the seat up, okay. And then finally, the back of the seat. Some of the back, there's a wheel which you twist. Some are electronic, just press it. Or some there's a clip and you can move it backwards, so you're lying down, or forwards, so you're up. Okay, so you want to be slightly straight. There you go. Arms slightly tilted like this. That's how you'll know you're in the correct position. head restraint. The rigid part of the head restraint should be eye level or top of the ears. And to adjust it, some cars will be electronic depending on the car. In this car there's a clip which you press and then you can push up and down with the head restraint. Other cars actually they don't adjust, they're just fixed on. So that's the seat. The steering. So the steering wheel can go up or down, and some cars you can't. There'll be a lever. Press the lever, pull it out. This one's a bit stiff. There you go. And that brings this steering up and down. There you go. Okay. So depending again on the size of the person, if you're a fairly short person, you might want it a bit lowered. If you're tall, you can bring it back up. And you just want to be able to see past the steering wheel onto the road. So that's doors, seat, steering, seatbelt. So first of all, it's your responsibility as a driver to make sure everyone under the age of 14 has a seatbelt on. If you don't put the seatbelt on, there'll be a light on the dashboard and it might make a noise as you drive if you don't have your seatbelt on. And finally, the mirrors. So you have the inside mirror and you have the side mirrors. The inside mirror, you want to adjust it so you see the whole of the back window. The top of the line of the mirror should be in top of the line of the back window, which we'll show you in a bit. So there's the mirrors. You want to adjust it. So the top of this line is a line with the top of the back window. There you go. Top of that back window there. That way you see the whole of the back window. And with the mirrors, side mirrors, you want to see roughly a fifth of the car across the mirror. And you want to see the horizon halfway up, or you want to see this corner here. This corner, if you can't see the horizon, maybe it's on the pavement side so you can't see the horizon. This corner here, oh man, you want to see that roughly halfway up. To adjust the side button, you first move the button to the left or right to pick the mirror, and then you press the arrows left or right or up and down to adjust the side mirrors. So if you look here, you want to see roughly about a quarter or a fifth of the car across the mirror. So we're adjusting the mirror, and there, roughly across the mirror, about a quarter or so, or a fifth. And then you want to see the horizon halfway up, or the corner of the window halfway up. Every instructor will teach slightly differently. They will use different reference points in order to guide you in your driving lessons. What we've taught you in this video was a rough idea of what happens in your first driving lesson and how to set the car up according to our car, this particular model. Every car is slightly different. Every instructor teaches with different reference points, so you have to go through it with your driving instructor or your family member or your mates, whoever car that you're driving. Hopefully this video will give you a rough idea of how to set the car up safely for yourself to drive. If you're thinking of taking driving lessons and you've never driven a car, this probably will be a good starting point in order to see what a driving lesson is like. Please guys, show some love. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We've got so many videos out about how to drive, about how to impress a driving examiner, everything. Go check our playlist out, and please like, share and subscribe.